Welcome to my go-to shoe channel, Faith, Hope, and Love, a journey through loss, live on, strengthen soul. I hope you all been doing well. And before we get started, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And then click notifications so that you know when we're coming back again. Every Friday. That's what we're doing. Every Friday, we're coming back. So anyway, I hope you all had a blessed week. I wanted to share a little something about my last episode in reference to, well, this is the new episode, but in reference to what we did next as far as clutter is concerned in the garage. I have made an accomplishment. I think this has been a win, absolutely. I have to share with you though. It's funny. So a friend of mine came over and was helping me with moving my trash, getting the trash out. So they came in and they said, "So Pauline, is this trash?" I said, yeah, it's trash. And then they started moving the stuff in the trash bin. And then I said, and I was like standing there with like deer in the headlights look, like, what are you doing? And then I had to stop and think for myself, like, well, Pauline, you are supposed to be getting rid of this trash. I said to myself. I didn't verbalize it out loud, but I said to myself. And I just stood there thinking, Pauline, you need to make a decision. And then I said, yes, it's trash, it's trash. Kind of silent toned, not really, throw it out. No, it's trash. Then they began to put the stuff in the trash bin. And I'm standing there, I'm telling you guys, I'm standing there like, Pauline, why are you thinking about what's going in the trash can? Why are you even thinking about it? It's done. There's no decisions that need to be made other than trash it. So that's what took place. And I have to tell you, the one side I was telling you about, it's looking much better now, much better. I'll go down there and we'll look at that a little bit later. It looks way better, so it's definitely a win. But what I wanted to share with you also, so the next day, I went down into the garage. I was going out in the afternoon, and I went downstairs and I go to the garage, and I'm looking at the trash can, and I'm looking at this. So I opened it up, I opened the trash can up, and there was a book right there on top. And I take the book out, and I look at it, and then I look at it, and I'm thinking, one thing, I could barely see it. The writing was so tiny. And then I says, Pauline, stop. I threw it back in the trash, closed the lid, and that was the end of that. And through all that, I was thinking, maybe in some ways, it's better to have got junk, just come pick up your stuff and get rid of it. Because then you don't have to think about anything, it's just gone. You didn't see it, you don't know it, it's gone. Anyway, I put it back in the trash can. I never thought no more about it. And when it came on Monday, I have to tell you, I did feel some type of freedom. I said, I was really proud of myself. So kudos to my friend who got me to that point. I appreciate it. Thank you. But as we go through this process of getting rid of, and that particular book was something that was even older. That was like a book that had belonged to my grandmother. It was like really old. But things have changed so much, and we have so much access to Audible books and books that we have that have commentaries. It's just, you don't really need to keep all that stuff, really. So I'm really good with that now. So I wanted to share that with you because this is the kind of, as we go through clutter, let's not get too bogged down with what we're letting go of. And I think you all have said to me, there are emotions that come along with this process. And I said I wasn't going to labor on this too long because it is going to be kind of a lengthy process because I'm only working on it on the weekends. It's not like I'm working on it every day. So on the weekends, we'll continue to get more work done and get it in, get it out of here. That's the goal as we go through our loss of things that belong to those we love. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you. So we're going to take a moment and I'll take you down to the basement so you can see how it looks a little bit better There's still work to be done, but it's coming along. It's coming along. And that being said, I want to know, how are you all doing in your clutter journey? I haven't heard that much about your clutter journey. I have heard from some people, they say they've got so much, but they need they need some help to get it out. And I think that when we need help to get I think it was Georgia mentioned to me that she's got her clutter in a spot. She just needs somebody to haul it away. And I think sometimes we got to ask people to help us. We've got to ask for help. Because sometimes we need it and we don't want to say it, but we need help. Like when my friend was coming to help me, I was like, because even when they asked if I needed help, I was kind of hesitant, to be honest with you. But I think we need to embrace the help that we get and be grateful. So Georgia, if you need help, you need to contact some folks. And if we need to help you, if we can't do it, we'll find a way that someone can help you so we can get this thing done together as we journey through. Because we want to live on, strength and soul. That's the whole point of this podcast, is to keep life not just going, but keep it productive. Follow our purpose. Do what thus says the Lord. I mean, we want to be about God's business. And each one of us has a purpose and has a call that we're supposed to be doing something. And especially now in the environment that we're in. This is not an easy environment that we're in. And we need to embrace who we are as individuals, the creation that God has made within us, and work and mobilize his purpose within each one of us. So this is just the beginning, right? It is just the beginning of where we're going on this walk and this journey. So I'm glad that you're on this journey with me, and I'm looking forward to a really clean, clutter-free garage. And it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Anyway, so that's it for right now. We're going to go down and see what's been accomplished. And then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about something else, okay? Talk to you soon. I'll be right back. So, here we are in the garage. And as you can see, there's my bins. They're empty. And these 3 bins are well, 2.5 are empty. That gray bin, I've got a few things to look at in there. But as you can see, it looks a lot better. It looks a lot better here. Got rid of all that stuff that was in the corner over there that I didn't need. So we are coming along very well. Just wanted you to see that progress has been made. And the weekend I'll be looking at these 2 bins on the weekend. We'll get rid of those. Okay? So I just wanted to show you that progress is being made and that things are getting done and God is moving by his Spirit. Okay? I'm actually, y'all, I am really proud of this. It doesn't look like much probably to you guys, but it's a lot because those things were stacked up and they're not now. And my brother-in-law's gonna come and get some of these tables and chairs and take them back where they belong because they're not mine. So we'll get those back where they belong. And we're going to get things done. So I'm thanking God for the work that's transpired so far. So grateful for the win that we have right now. Well, welcome back. We're upstairs now. We left the garage. We're back upstairs. And I mentioned I wanted to share one more thing with you today. And it's a word. And the word is discipline. And the reason I want to share the word discipline is because everything that we're doing now is, we've got to exemplify some discipline. We have to show some discipline. We have to exercise discipline. And I thought about it because on the weekend after I was working on my garage, on the next day we had a celebration for my grandson because he received his associate's in cybersecurity, his associate's degree in cybersecurity. And, that takes discipline. That takes work. So I want to talk to you a little bit about that because I have found, and maybe some of you are the same way, that maybe you're big procrastinators and you just don't get things done. And that's what I have found. That's why the basement is the garage is such a big deal for me, because I tend to not, I shy away from things that need to get done right away. Not right away, but the things that you got to be consistent about. So although I'm really consistent in the things that I do, I will tend to just prolong the inevitable. Prolong the inevitable. So I was real proud of my grandson, that he persevered. You know, he's been in the military, and he's got a daughter, he's got a girlfriend. His daughter is 3 years old now, and so his girlfriend and his daughter. That takes discipline to be able to have life going on and you still maintain your goals. So we had a big celebration. It made me think of that word discipline. And so when I started looking at it, there are 5 pillars of discipline. And the first one is acceptance. And it says consciously acknowledging and perceiving reality. And when you think about accepting and acknowledging reality, sometimes we really do have to accept reality. And what my reality is different from your reality. Yet, nonetheless, it still has to go on. And what happens in loss, it all comes back to where we are in our journey. When you go through a loss in your family or a good friend, the inevitable is that you just don't feel like doing anything. Bottom line, I'm gonna be honest, you just don't want to do it. But after you realize that the reality is life has to continue to move forward. We have to continue to move forward. And although I'm working on the garage, I'm getting it done, and then I'm thinking about the next day of what has to happen, the things that I have to do to make sure that this celebration comes off the way I would like it to. And I think when we're thinking about our journey, we've got to discipline ourselves to maintain discipline during the process of everything that we're trying to do, everything we're trying to accomplish. It's so easy to go work out, maybe, or go to the mall, or sit there and watch, TV, get on Netflix and binge watch TV. Do you know that binge watching TV, Netflix, that can take a whole evening. Now, not to say that you can't do that, because I think you do need to do that, to be honest. Sometimes I think we do need to binge something like Netflix. It's innocent, right? Hopefully, if you're watching stories that are not, that are positive. I mean, the key is to watch things that are positive. So, that one pillar of discipline is accepting where you are and then moving forward to make sure you accomplish the task at hand. And that's why we're here, to accomplish the task at hand. And again, like I said, I was so proud of my grandson, and we had that big celebration. And what I'm going to do is I'll put some pictures up here soon, so that you can see either at the end or somewhere in the video, you'll see pictures of my grandson and our celebration on Sunday. So it was really a beautiful a day. I was glad to take that moment to celebrate him and his accomplishments. And so the next one after acceptance is willpower. Oh my goodness, willpower. That's the drive to control your behavior, the drive to control my behavior. I can think of 101 things to do than clean out that garage. I'm not kidding you. On Saturday morning, even when I got started, I went to the store, I came back, I sat around. It was like the last thing I wanted to do was go into that garage and continue work. And so I don't know if I would have gotten into it if my friend hadn't come over and tried to help me. I don't know. So sometimes we do need someone to just spur us on, right? So me, have to have that willpower to accomplish the control, the drive to control our behavior to get things done. So that's number two. So first was acceptance. Number 2 is behavior. And then knowing that this one is number 3, hard work. This is hard work. This is no joke. When you're sitting there trying to go through different areas in your life, you're thinking, what do I tackle first? It's hard work to make that decision, but it's an effort to reach your goal. Hard work is an effort to reach your goal. My goals, your goals, our goals are all different. Nonetheless, they have to be done. They have to get done. And then the third thing, being productive. the word productive. We need to be productive so that we have an accomplishments. Like I had said earlier, when I wanted to have at least a win, even if it was a tiny win. But I thought my win to get 2 containers full, a recyclable container full and a trash can full, plus things on the side, that was I'm going to consider that a fairly big win, a big win. And I'm going to pat myself on the back for that win. Absolutely, because that's the accomplishment that I didn't know that I was going to be able to reach, and I did reach it. So I'm really grateful for that. And same thing with my grandson. He was working and pressing towards his goal to graduate, and he did. And now he's talking about getting his bachelor's. So hey, that's another goal. One thing you're going to find in this life, it's never without goals and purpose. Never. At least personally, you should always have a goal and a purpose. Always have a goal and a purpose. Always. You know, I'm always talking about your purpose. And so productive is number 4. Number 5, and this is the one I think is a key one. We have to be persistent. Persistent and continue the process. Continue to work towards, our goal. Even when challenges happen. I mean, let's face it, life is full of challenges. When we lose someone, when we hear about what's on the news, it's sometimes it's just devastating. And it's not an easy thing to just pick up and move forward. It is really not. So we probably should talk more about the grief portion of loss, and we will. However, grief. I'm going to take a pit stop right here. Grief is ongoing. Now, what I mean by that, it's not that it's always there. You could go for a day, a week, months, doing just fine. And then all of a sudden you're in your car and you become overwhelmed with tears. Just overwhelmed. You could be taking a walk, just taking your normal daily walk if you walk every day, and you're watching the kids, especially in the springtime when you're outside and you're walking your dog, or if you're walking with your children, or you're just taking your own walk for your own exercise for yourself, and you see children playing, or you see someone that reminds you of something else. Things like that, you tend to you have to continue to press forward. So with grief, in grief, it just comes and goes like that. It has ebbs and it has waves and it has, where things are plateaued out. But grief goes like this. It goes like this. So you could go a while like this with grief, for a while, and then all of a sudden you're down here. But the only thing that can rise you back up is yourself. It's only you. So we have to really be careful in grief. So that was a pit stop with grief. We'll talk more about grief and the steps that we have to do to continue to move forward. But the bottom line, though, to be honest, with grief, is that when the pain comes, just accept the pain. Accept it. And this is coming from my perspective. Just don't go to your therapist and do what your therapist says. But I'm just sharing with you how I've gotten through. So when I become overwhelmed, I just cry and let it come. I just cry and just let the waves come. And then I find myself coming back up and feeling better. So it's not like I stay down here. I do not stay down here at all. Because if you stay down here, that's when that paralysis sets in. So, okay, that's just a pit stop talking about grief. We're going to get back on track here in reference to discipline, because that's the whole key what I wanted to talk about today is that discipline. And I talked about the 5 pillars. So that last one was being persistent, making sure that you continue to work to make sure you accomplish your goal. So the 5 pillars: acceptance, and that's perceiving the reality, knowing that this is the reality of where we are. This is it. Then being able to make those changes to be transformative in your life, in our lives, in my life, your life. That whole willpower, the willpower is huge. We've got to be able to have that willpower to change our own behavior. Because think about it. The only person that you can change is you. I can't change you. I can say all of this to you. But can I make a change? Can I make you change? No, I cannot. But who can I make change? I can make changes for Pauline. And that's why when we have these, this is kind of I just thank God. I thank God because he's the only one that can make Pauline change. Doesn't matter who's in my life. It doesn't matter all the people that I care about. God is the only one who can make that transformational change in Pauline Johnson. So I'm here to share with you that you don't be hard on yourself, but let God do the perfect work in you. So discipline's our word of the day. I've been thinking about discipline over the last week. You all don't know it, but I actually have a little video I do on Mondays and Fridays that go out on my Facebook page, and it's just less than 3 minutes. I'm on my way to work on Mondays because Monday is Motivation Monday and Friday is Faithful, Fun, Fit Friday, or Friday as I call it sometimes. Anyway, I just want to end kind of this today. I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much for your comments. It's appreciated, again, more than you know. Let's all work towards our individual, private purposes in life for God. Just work on you. Just work on you. I'm going to be working on Pauline every single day. Every day. I'm working on me, trying to be the best me I can be. Because, as I told you, I'm a mature age and I'm trying to get everything done that I can. You all may have a lot more time than I have, so, we need to really be working on what we have to do. Because God wants to see our very best in each one of us. This is not a me, myself, and I thing. It is not a me, myself, and I. Forget all that. It's about your purpose and how you can affect others. It's about my purpose and how I can affect others for each one of us. We all have a purpose, and we just need to follow that, what God would have for us. So, on that note, I thank you for being here with me today. Bless you, bless you, bless you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. And hit the notification bell so that you get notices when this comes out every Friday, okay? Anyway, I love you all. God bless you, God bless you, God bless you. May you continue to work through your goals and your objectives and your purposes in life so you can be the absolute best that you can be and watch God do a perfect work in you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Love y'all. Bye-bye.